Yeah.
Jamal, I wanted to ask about Malik Monk.
Yeah.
Um, Coming off the bench in the playoffs, doing what he's done, obviously in these first two games, was there something different for you? Obviously, you're lighting it up, sort of regardless. But was something different for you coming off the bench in a playoff game in terms of your sort of mental preparation?
I really tricked myself that I was Superman because you have to be so confident in the. It's such a fine line. Social media, you're looking at that. Oh, you're terrible whenever you play bad, right? And you're great whenever you play good. So I looked at it, but I was more like, fuck everything. I'm Superman walking. I walked in with this heightened confidence, and that's why you can throw me, as JJ talked about with JR. You could throw me a grenade at half court with the end of a clock. I didn't care because I was like, you know what? I'm not playing for percentages, so that freed me. I'm like, I'm not playing for that. I'm playing to try to win this game. I know they're going to come at me on when I'm on defense, so I really have to be aggressive on offense and stay out there and try to help the team that way. So I was really, really aggressive, and I see he's playing with that same fearlessness right now. And JJ knows this, and you know it too as well, T. It's funny in the regular season. Let's say you come out a game, you may be mad, not at the person that went in for you. They could have success, and you'll be like, all right, cool, you know. But in the playoffs, he's playing well. Keep his ass out there. We don't care. We're trying to do whatever it takes to win. And right now, you can see his teammates doing that for him. Like they're like, Monk, you got it going. Go. Keep going. Keep going. Maybe in the season on game 65 in Utah, they may be like, man, he's shooting too much right now. They're like, no, go. And you can tell he's playing with that chip and that confidence.
That's a series I want to discuss with you before we let you go. And I do want to get your thoughts on Draymond as well. I want to take this opportunity real quick because of the way things sometimes get quoted out on social media. It appears that there are a group of people, probably mostly Sacramento fans, that think that I was saying on First Take this morning that the refs are favoring the Kings, and that's why the Kings are winning. What I said was that the way the series, both teams, the way the series has been officiated, that favors the Kings, not the refs favoring the Kings. The way when you can grab Steph off the ball, when you can grab Clay off the ball, when you can grab Draymond, like, of course you can point to plays where so-and-so didn't get called for a foul for the Warriors, or they called a bullshit. That's every game. There's something like that. I'm talking about the way the game, they have let more go in this series. That hurts the Warriors. That hurts how the Warriors play basketball. That's not the reason. That's not the reason that Sacramento's up 2-0. The reason Sacramento's up 2-0 is because they're a really fucking good basketball team. And De'Aaron Fox has been awesome in the clutch, just as he has been all season. That's the reason. Whatever. I'm fascinated by this series. Game 3 obviously must win. I still believe the Warriors have a chance to win this series if they can get Game 3. Give credit to the Kings. One of the most fascinating series to me in the first round is the Clippers-Suns series. We're recording this the day after Game 2. Phoenix comes back, led by Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. What are some of your and Kawhi has been brilliant through 2 games. What are a couple of your takeaways so far from this series?
I think on the Clippers side, they're playing great. They're playing loose. They're playing free. And people talk about Kawhi. I'm not sure he's a top 5 player because he may not play enough to be considered one. But I know he's one of the top 5 guys in the playoffs. He can dominate a game. He can control a game. He can guard. He can do everything you want. And he gives your team confidence because he has such a coolness and such an unflappableness about him that it's like, you know what? Give it to this dude and we're going to be okay. And I think on that side, they're playing great. If PG was playing, it really would be interesting. Like really interesting, especially with him saying, you know what? That's the guy now. I'm second fiddle. So it'd be really interesting. On the Phoenix side, they're going to have to use their bench more. Like they got to get more bench production because the Clippers' depth is their strength, right? I think you have to double Kawhi more. And if I was Kevin Durant, there's times I would guard Kawhi, but I would kind of stay away from him as much as possible, only because you're using so much energy trying to contain him, and then you're expected to be the number one guy, especially in the big moments as well. That's a lot of energy. So I would kind of not shy away, but I would stay away from him until it's time to pick my spots when I'm going to guard him. But I still think
and you still think Phoenix is going to win.
I think they
can. I agree with that.
We hope you had fun with us today. We hope you laughed. We hope you had fun with us today. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button.